how long it actually takes to move on. It happens in an instant. A text message, a quiet conversation, a door closing, and suddenly the geography of your life has changed forever. The pain is physical, a hollow ache in your chest, an adrenaline rush of grief that leaves you exhausted. And in the silence of your new reality, there is only one question that screams in your mind. We've all been given the cliches. Half the length of the relationship. 3 months. But what does science, not pop psychology but hard data, have to say about the true timeline for healing a broken heart? The answer is more complex and perhaps more hopeful than you think. To understand healing, we must first understand the wound. Your relationship wasn't just a connection, it was a chemical cocktail. Every time you saw them, every time they texted, your brain was flooded with dopamine, the feel-good neurochemical. When the relationship ends, that supply is instantly cut off. This is why heartbroken people exhibit the exact same brain activity as drug addicts going through withdrawal. Your brain isn't grieving a person, it's desperately craving its fix. This is the acute phase. Studies consistently show that the most intense, overwhelming symptoms, the sleepless nights, the intrusive thoughts, the loss of appetite, begin to dramatically subside in the first 6 to 8 weeks. This is your brain adapting to the initial chemical shock. Heartbreak is so physically intense, it has a name: stress, cardiomyopathy, or broken heart syndrome. The massive release of stress hormones like adrenaline can temporarily weaken the heart muscle, mimicking a heart attack. Your pain is literally measurable. As the chemical fire dies down, the psychological work begins. This is where you move out of your lizard brain and into your thinking brain. The core challenge here is cognitive restructuring. We tend to romanticize the past. We only remember the highlight reel. The brain does this as a survival mechanism. Moving on means replacing the idealized memory with a balanced, realistic narrative of what was lost and why it ended. The universal, scientifically observed milestone for the average person to feel a measurable, significant shift in emotional equilibrium is approximately 3 to 4 months. This is where the grief stops being a constant presence and becomes an occasional visitor. You can now get through a day without them consuming your thoughts. This is the point where most people feel comfortable dating again. Now for the real, hard truth. The process of grief may peak at 4 months, but the process of moving on, of fully adapting to your new reality, takes much longer. Why? Because a long-term relationship wasn't just part of your life, it was the scaffolding for your life. Every relationship is an identity. When it ends, you don't just lose a partner, you lose the future self you planned to be with them. You lose the couple's friends, the shared weekend routine, the inside jokes. You have to rebuild your identity brick by emotional brick. Research suggests that for the average person to fully reform their sense of self, to reach a point where the memory is no longer painful but simply part of their history, takes 18 months to 2 years. Yes, that sounds long. But remember, this isn't 18 months of agony. It's 18 months of growth. Now, let's talk about the true biological hero of this entire healing journey. Neuroplasticity. This is your brain's incredible ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. Think of your ex as a superhighway in your brain, the fastest, most efficient route. Every time you think of them, you travel it. Healing isn't about destroying that road, it's about letting it fall into disuse. Every new experience you have, every new skill you learn, you are paving a new road, a better, faster path dedicated solely to your own future. But neuroplasticity is driven by something powerful: your narrative. Studies in psychology and literature have shown that the single biggest indicator of post-breakup recovery is not the time that passes, but the meaning you assign to the event. Are you telling yourself, "I failed, I am unlovable, and this was my biggest mistake"? The victim narrative. Or are you telling yourself, "This was painful, but it was a necessary edit that created space for me to find my true values and build a life I love"? the growth narrative. Your brain believes the story you feed it. Change the story, and you literally change your neurological architecture. This is the core work of that 18-month adaptation period. The timelines we've discussed are averages. Your journey is yours alone. 3 key variables will determine where you fall on the spectrum. 1. Duration. A 10-year relationship involves exponentially more loss than a 10-month one. 2. Support system. Do you have friends, family, or a therapist to process with? Social support acts like a powerful anti-inflammatory for emotional pain. 3. The nature of the breakup. Was it mutual and amicable, or was it a traumatic betrayal? Trauma requires a completely different level of healing, often involving professional help, and will naturally extend the process. Be kind to yourself. So, what do you do with this knowledge? How do you move from surviving to thriving? Here is the scientific advice for healing your broken heart. 1. Radical no contact. The only way to wean your brain off the dopamine addiction is to completely cut the supply. Block, delete, mute. Treat contact like a single sip of alcohol to an addict. It will trigger a full-blown relapse. Your healing depends on this boundary. 2. Schedule. Your joy. Your brain needs new dopamine sources. Force yourself to engage in activities that were never connected to your ex. New hobbies, new friends, new places. This is how you literally rewire your reward system. 3. Stop fighting the grief. You will have bad days, months even. When the grief hits, stop trying to fix it. Just say, "Hello, old friend. You can stay for an hour, but then you have to go." You cannot heal what you refuse to feel. The science is clear. It takes time, but the human brain is a masterpiece of resilience. You are not starting over. You are building on a foundation of hard-won wisdom. You will get through this, and when you look back, you won't see a broken heart. You'll see a stronger one. If this video helped you, let me know in the comments below. I'll see you in the next video.